A very good morning to you. Welcome to another edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, welcome indeed. Things are about to pick up a little bit around here, so thank you for tuning in. It's 6 a.m., but you know, we'd like to give you a little boost, a little oomph. You know what I mean, to your morning.
And to make sure that happens, now all we need you to do is make yourself a hot cup of coffee or cocoa. You know, just get set for the day with it.
Yeah. Now, you don't have to get up for any reason at all for the next 3 hours. Just stick around with us, and something special is going to happen.
My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And I'm Yomi Ope. We are streaming live right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Send in your comments using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on all our social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
There are actually really interesting ones that pop up here and there. Sometimes I screenshot them and I look at the people's faces and I'll go into there, you know, I'm like, this one's profile is nice.
Why are you stalking our viewers?
I actually really love their opinions.
She's a stalker, people, so be careful.
Well, hey, you could also download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store to watch us on your mobile devices from anywhere in the world. I don't stalk people. People stalk me.
Anyway, it's the middle of the week, and when the alarm went off this morning, I was like, do I want to do this? Yeah. Okay.
Wow, you actually have a choice. I don't got a choice. I have to get up.
Yeah.
But for those of you who need something more groovy to get you out of bed, we have a songwriter, multi-talented artist, Phil Adri, who's going to be our first performance for today.
Yeah.
Yes, so hopefully that'll help.
And you know, Wednesdays are for relationships. Lakwe Shoiton is back with us. And today, the topic of the discussion is taking a break from a relationship.
Does that even make sense?
I'm sure there's someone who's heard that before. We need a break.
Really? It sounds like an episode of Friends.
Yeah.
But
we need a break. And most people think that, you know, it means that you want a break. Anyway, we're going to be talking about that today on the show. And
right after that, we have Dr. Patrick Ijewere. Now, he's going to be talking about wellness and the internal environment. You know, how well are you actually?
Internally.
Are you clean inside? Do you have a clean mind, clean heart? Are you internally?
Oh, is that what he meant? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just, this is just me brainstorming there. Yeah. But it sounds like an interesting topic.
Just drink some bitter leaf soup and, you know, just clears everything up. Anyway, on maternal health, consultant obstetrician and gynecologist, Dr. Abiodun Fashina will be on the show this morning to talk to us about lifestyle choices for pregnant women. Another very interesting one. There's this dancer that's been trending. She's pregnant, Cora. We also have our farming segment coming up today. Now we'll be learning transplanting of mint leaves from Seun Adetosoye. That's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, and for a run-through of all the fashion statements and moments from the premiere of the Bling Legotions this past weekend. I was there, briefly, by the way. Were you blinging? Oh, yeah. Yeah, now MM is going to be joined by Seun. Styled by Seun. Styled by Seun, and they're going to be talking about it. I hope there's not going to be too many... What? You know. I don't know, Yomi. I have no idea. But we have a second musical performance for you coming up as well. And it's going to be an interesting one. We have Juicy Wayne coming up today. And our final guest for this morning is fast-rising Nigerian actress Mimi Ojekwe. All right. Look, it's already 6:09. We don't have that much time. Yeah, but you ladies are looking really nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. For the first time, there's like a difference in the colors. Like everybody has like a distinct color. Oh, well, we're kind of a little distinct for every single person. We don't have enough time to talk about that, though. Yeah. There's something that's been happening recently. But we have to hand it over to Theo, who's standing by for the news. Hi, Theo.
Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to the news. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, has charged officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army to either lead, follow, or get out of the way. He said this during the opening ceremony of a 6-day transformational leadership workshop for mid-level officers and soldiers organized by the Nigerian Army headquarters in Abuja. The workshop with the theme Lead, Follow or Get Out of the Way is part of the Army Chief's efforts to have a professional, responsive Nigerian Army in the discharge of its constitutional roles. The Transformational Leadership Workshop is designed to foster a critical and strategic thought as an intangible attribute of every service personnel. President Muhammadu Buhari has met with governors of the All Progressives Congress, and while the meeting was behind closed doors, the governors told State House correspondent that their discussions centered around security and issues specific to their states. Tai Amodu reports.
This meeting is coming at a period when President Muhammadu Buhari is yet to come up with his list of ministers, 21 days after his inauguration for a second term in office. It was bound to raise speculations that the APC governors had come to make their own inputs into his cabinet list. The president has kept such matters close to his chest, with all sorts of lists making the public space, while some speculate that he intends to bring back most ministers in his former cabinet. This meeting thus attracted a lot of interest, despite its not being announced. But after a 1-hour closed-door meeting with the president, the governors spoke about anything but the ministerial list.
We are equally appreciative of increased investment in agriculture, which has been because of conscious decision to support agriculture as a way out of our economic challenges and provide economic growth. So we are also happy, we congratulate Mr. President that despite drop in incomes, the value for money that he insists upon has begun to pay off in terms of more security across the country, even though some challenges still remain. But he's working hard on that with sincerity. And last but not the least, we offer our support to work with Mr. President continuously to ensure that we increase economic performance, security of our country.
For the Kano State Governor, he insists the meeting with the president was to deliberate on the rising insecurity in the country, with particular reference to the northwestern part of the country.
What is happening surrounding other states surrounding Kano, but we are always in synergy with security agencies to ensure that Kano remains peaceful despite what is happening in the neighboring states. Built a synergy, all the security agencies plus traditional institutions are on the ground. They are always there, and they get a lot of security information, and they use it a lot in order to maintain peace and stability.
The Lagos State Governor offered thanks for what the president has done in clearing the Apapa gridlock.
The federal government, and one of the things I thank Mr. President for, had set up a task force, right? It's a multifaceted challenge. What I mean, there are different stakeholders that are involved in one way or the other. As operator, construction of the road had started, the reconstruction of the road had started, but it's not at the stage in which we can feel the full impact of it. That's on one side.
And while these form important affairs of state, Nigerians are more interested in when the president will announce his new cabinet. It is why meetings like this will continue to attract a lot of attention as horse trading and consultations intensify. Tai Amodu, TVC News, Abuja.
On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has formally launched his re-election campaign, urging supporters to keep his team in place for 4 more years. The Republican president made his case before thousands of supporters at a rally in Florida, calling the state, quote, "my second home," end of quote. Mr. Trump used the announcement to lash out at Democrats, accusing them of trying to rip the country apart. Early polls placed Mr. Trump behind some political Democratic challenges. And that's it on the news update for this hour. Weather update is next.
I have in my hands This Day newspaper as the first one we have the headlines on. It says, officers, men at the front lines not sufficiently committed, says Buratai. It also says APC governors back off, say ministerial appointments, Buhari's prerogative. NCAA to demolish unauthorized mass as ultimatum expires. It also says NERC, 5 million metering gap to close in 3 years. Then finally, again, foreign observers knock 2019 general election. It says here the National Democratic Institute and the International Republican Institute say it didn't meet previous standards. Meanwhile, INEC say they will study the reports. That's what we have on the cover of This Day.
All right, let's check out the Vanguard. Our fears for future polls in Nigeria. U.S. bodies say. And presidency insists Buhari won 2019 polls. False NDI-IRI reports. Defense suspension of ex-CJN Onogan. We're not children. We can take care of ourselves, says APC. And NDI-IRI reports show presidential elections was rigged, says PDP. Now, up here we have a few stories. Tiwa Savage to debtor firms. Pay me or I'll expose you. And I didn't promise decongestion of Oshodi-Apapa Expressway in 60 days, says Sanwo-Olu. And the truth finally comes out. And Nigeria to use concessionary long-term loans to finance 2019 budget, says DMO. Edo Assembly, drama as clerk swears in 9 of 24 lawmakers at midnight. Oh my goodness. And terror attacks. UK government warns Britons against traveling to 24 states in Nigeria. Wow. And then we have Kano Emirate crisis. Discussions ongoing for resolution, says Ganduje. And finally, Nigeria has greater causes of violence than Boko Haram, says the UN. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
We have the Guardian newspaper here, and it has a similar headline to the last paper you read. It says, UK warns against travel to 21 states in Nigeria, it says. Panic grips core members as Taraba state boils. Armed men stopped, searched our vehicle for ethnic groups. It says here, 13 allegedly killed in fresh attacks on 2 councils. We've mapped plans for participant safety, says NYSC. Wow. No comment on that one. It says APC governors didn't hold FEC makeup talks with Buhari. It also says here, sabotage others behind fresh setbacks in anti-insurgency war, says Buratai. Lawan laments funding hitches. U.S. groups seek credible politics, free polls. And it also says panic on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway as firm's excavator ruptures gas pipeline. Now, that's a serious one. There's supposed to be some inspections before those machines can get there, right?
Yeah.
Wow. It also says here, don't be too close to government. Kuka tells re-elected Khan president. Bishop dismisses allegations against Ayokunle. Poll laudable, if fair, says Martins. Buhari congratulates, urges support for winner. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian. All
right, let's check out The Nation. Security chiefs may go as governors seek new ideas. NEC meets tomorrow. Buratai indicts troops. And FCO updates travel advice. Polls, that's up here. NRI, NDI report knocks INEC parties. Abdul Razak suspends 16 local government chiefs. And we have some other stories here. Ex-minister's son kidnapped. Oyo sacked council chief's case for July 30th. And federal government exceeds oil budget target. And some other stories here. Buhari, Sanwo-Olu meet on Lekki, Badagry reports, others. And NCAA's threats to pull down over 8,000 masts sparks dispute. And finally, Ganduje efforts on to resolve crisis with Kano Emir Sanusi. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
And then quickly we can take the Daily Sun. It says Buratai indicts soldiers fighting Boko Haram, accuses them of indiscipline and lack of commitment. Imagine that. It also says here Buhari's cabinet We've no say in appointing ministers, say APC governors. It also says here, anxiety in Edo as 9 lawmakers pick speaker. 19 others deny being invited to inauguration. State of Badagry Expressway, we lose 1 billion naira daily, lament ASPMDA traders. Lawan raises hope on fresh electoral bill, blames poor timing for failure of last exercise. And finally, federal government restores history in the school curriculum. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
All right, that looks like all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this hour. Of course, we'll be back again at the 7 o'clock hour with more.
All right, so yeah, I'm scratching my head because I'm thinking about all the traffic y'all gonna go through if you're about to leave home right now. Please note, you can always be part of this particular segment by sending in your messages with our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria, and hopefully your message might help someone prevent, getting themselves into that gridlock this morning. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria and let us know what it's like. If you're moving from Ojota area of Lagos, the bus stop area right now is a little choked. It's really looking slow all the way till you get to Mobolaji Bank Anthony. That's Maryland bus stop. If you're coming that way, you're going to be in that particular traffic for 20 minutes. If you head towards the third mainland by taking Bagada Expressway, yeah, it's going to be kind of free until you get past Oworo. So from the Oworo Junction all the way across the third mainland, it's slow moving, but it's still moving until you get to the Adekunle, that's Ebute Meta turnoff on third mainland. Now there you're going to spend quite a bit of time if you decide to take that particular route. If you keep going down the third mainland, it'll take you about 1 hour, 41 minutes to get all the way to Bonny Camp in Victoria Island. But if, for instance, you decide to maybe take another route, take the Echo Bridge, for instance, you'll shave off about 30 minutes from your journey. The major tension areas being Costain, Stadium, Akpokpo as well as Marina Road. Now, Marina Road is where you'll find the most traffic. It just seems like it's bumper to fender around there. But I know the team is on standby to give us some updates from what's happening online.
Yeah, I've got a tweet here that maybe we should get some more information about. But at Traffic Butter, someone is asking a question. Does anyone have any info on what's happening on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, precisely the lane inward Lagos? I've been stuck in a standstill traffic for a while now. That's just coming into Lagos, which should normally be at least free. And, well, God will sure help us with this route. So that's about 9 minutes ago. So the road leading up to Berger seems to be blocked at this time. So if the authorities are watching, there's probably an impediment going on right now. So that needs to be checked.
Yeah.
You guys have any tweets?
Well, I don't have any updates at the moment. There are no updates actually on Twitter this morning. Well, that's at
I remember
Giddy Traffic. Do you have any?
reading something.
Well, I did check all, and I noticed there are no updates as well.
There are no updates.
But I decided to check the map, and I see that Yanokpaja to Ikeja along isn't so busy right now. Though, of course, when you're approaching Ikeja along, you will definitely experience some traffic from Ile-Zik to Ikeja along. So that place is bumper to fender. But before that, just pockets of traffic, Idimangoro side, cement area. Cement to Idimangoro is actually free. So it's from the corner filling station you would experience traffic till you get to cement, which is almost normal these days because of the narrow bridge, the narrow road under the bridge where vehicles have to stop to pick up passengers. But that's just about it, Titi.
All right. Now, I did read something in the paper just now about a particular, was it a caterpillar or something like that, that had caused some damage to a gas pipeline as at yesterday. And it was on that same road. So the person who tweeted, it might have something to do with that. You know, we can't be sure. But that does seem like an issue that can't be solved in just a few hours because it's a gas leak. And hopefully, you know, God willing, you'll be out of that traffic soon. But for those of you who are coming from the Ajah area of Lagos, yeah, you have quite a journey ahead of you. For instance, if you're coming from Ajah Market, Ajah Shopping Complex, you should have plain sailing all the way till you get to Mega Chicken. Yes, everybody knows Mega Chicken. That's actually where the Ikota Shopping Complex is. So at that particular point, most people seem to be diverting their journey, I can tell you, because it is not just a red line, it's a maroon line I'm seeing on the map here, meaning that it's basically at a standstill. But the alternative route, the alternative Chevron route, seems to be moving quite freely until you get to the Conservation Center. And then you have a long journey ahead of you that will last you about an hour, 30 minutes. That's if you're trying to get to Victoria Island. The major hotspots are, let me just confirm, Marwa bus stop, Agungi bus stop. Another major hotspot is where the Cornwall and Owando filling stations are. And of course, you'll take that traffic, slow-moving traffic, all the way till the first roundabout, and then, of course, to the first Lekki toll gate.
All right,
so it's
Titi.
quite a journey. And, well, hey, good luck.
I experienced a bit of traffic this morning because on my way to the office, when I got to after the Mile 12 bridge, there is a road construction that was going on in the early hours of the morning, and it caused a bit of traffic. So there was a diversion. So everyone was taking the what do they call the lanes? The other lanes, the side service lanes, okay. Yeah. And this morning it is jammed. The Mile 12 Ags area all the way to K2, all the way to Ojota is jammed this morning. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And the third Milan Bridge, which is usually jammed, you find out that going up from Urushoki is actually free right now, which is very rare.
So I need to make a move and come meet you guys in the kitchen. What are we talking about today?
Yeah, sure. All right.
So, so I saw something. The papers are reporting it, and it's also online as well. So this issue about companies owing artists or people in the creative industry.
Oh yeah, Tiwa Savage, yeah.
Tiwa Savage said something. Was it a tweet or Instagram?
It was on Instagram.
An Instagram
and it was also on Twitter as well.
So she said, I might have to call out these companies that owe me millions. If you no get, say you no get. No, they use style, yarn something else. I know how much revenue my brand has generated for your brand. Don't even try it. Then she said, you better Sonwolu.
nice.
Now we get Lagos, so check the contract. I like that. You know, I was talking to you earlier on, and I said in 2016, I had to sue an advertising agency to get my money out of there. Sometimes you probably would have to use the nuclear option to get your money out.
It's funny that it has to get to the point where you have to take drastic measures before you get what you are owed. You know, especially with big organizations that you'd expect that even before. Okay, so because you're doing them a favor, because they should pay you even before, you know, you carry out whatever service that you have with them. But based on, some of them will say, you know, now there'll be a relationship in the nearest future. They use future relationship to bribe you. You now be relaxed. My future is secured. Let me not collect my money. That's how they'll scam you. You will not collect Shingbai after you have, you know, because it happened to my husband. So sorry, it happened to my husband. You know, like he got to pay the money now. Like I don't understand. And this is like a very reputable organizations that had partnerships with, you know, oil companies, international oil companies and stuff like that.
You told me about that.
I took it personal. I called them out on Twitter. I'm not even here to play. You cannot be owing this. You don't want us to eat.
So I want to play the devil's advocate actually, because sometimes, and I think that's one of the reasons why some companies will not have direct dealings with clients. So what they do is they get agencies to do all the dealings. So sometimes these agencies have actually been paid. But because of using the money for investment, spending when they are ready to pay you, they delay the payments. So usually you notice that those who get their money are people who apply
press.
pressure.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
if you don't apply pressure, they'll use your money to make investments.
True.
But they will eventually
I'm actually
pay
thinking
them.
about calling out a particular hair product company. No, really, no, seriously, because since 2008, you know, my face has been used on that particular product since then. So this is what, 12 years later, and the contract was for 4 years. The contract was for 4 years, and then there was a little sideline thing that a little small print where they said, as long as the product, after production of the product, they don't have any control over the distribution. I'm like, I don't understand. So that, okay, distribution of a product that was made in 2009.
So are they saying that same progress is 2012?
It's still in circulation now. That's what they're saying.
I don't understand why TC is accepting that kind of a thing. If it was me, I would have been...
I think I need your lawyer's number. You know, for those of you who know the hair product I'm talking about, please help me call them.
11 years. 11 years.
Yeah,
What kind
11
of
years.
thing?
People shouldn't do that. We should. It's funny because some of these companies are foreign companies.
Yeah.
They are actually, you know, in foreign companies, and they wouldn't do that to their own people.
Definitely not.
They wouldn't do that
They
to
just
their own
collude with
people.
local
Definitely
agencies.
not.
So what they try to do is they collude with local agencies. Local agencies tell them that everything is all right.
Yeah.
So they pay the agencies, and then the agencies don't pay the artist or the model.
Yes.
So, and it's across board. So
Yes.
whether you're a producer, maybe you produce something for the advertising agency, or you're a model or a voiceover artist.
Yeah.
Whatever you do across the creative spectrum, these agencies will owe you and do it on purpose, and then just continue to string you along. And when they even want to pay you, so they could be owing you, say, 1.5 million.
They'll pay you 100 today.
They'll break it down.
So,
Yeah.
so when they give you 75, maybe you've been suffering for a month. So that's 75. You just use it to sort out bills. And then, but you can't put any more pressure for another few months.
True.
So it's
sad.
crazy.
But don't worry, I'm coming for you guys.
Yeah, but I think I would advise Tiwa Savage, if you get, my dear, call them out, collect your money like this. Because as the truth now, no, really. You know what is right, you will not do it. You wait till push comes to shove, and then you now start to run as, oh no, you shouldn't have done that. Girl, I'm going to do
whoever
it.
is interested in offering me legal services, send me a
Oh,
DM,
you're going to get people. I mean,
let's do this.
I paid my lawyer 10%. So we agree. We sat down.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, so let's map this thing out. So once we get the money out, I give you 10%.
And let's
straight
do
up.
this.
Once we serve them, so usually there will be a demand notice first before you serve them a summons.
Okay.
So demand notice, pay within 30 days, or this will happen.
Okay.
They ignored it. Very big agency, one of the top 3 in Nigeria.
Wow.
And when they ignored the demand notice, we went to court. And when we served them the summons, the court summons,
They thought it was a
24
joke.
hours later,
Yes, no.
I picked
Pay
up
your
my
money.
check. 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
24 hours.
Even when I called those ones out
Full
on
payment,
social media.
Full payment.
You should.
Not even part
The
payment.
PR person came and said, "Oh, okay, so I think you should, you shouldn't have gone to that." I said, "Girl."
So for me, if I'm owed money, I usually just lay, I usually just get laid back that at some point I'll get paid.
Yeah.
However, there was a particular incident that took place that I knew that this was me being taken for a ride, because we were about 8 of us.
Wow.
And 7 people had been paid.
Mary, just
And I was
leave
the
that
only one left.
Leave it.
So the man was like, don't worry, I'll pay you. It's just that the money got... I said, sir, maybe you don't know that I've asked these people. They said they've been paid. And he was like, don't worry, I'll pay you 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I just said, okay, you know what, sir? I give you the money for your family.
I won't do that. Well, after I collected my check.
Funny enough, he paid me that evening.
Of course.
Oh, wow.
Maybe he thought I was insulting
We have
him.
to wrap this
We have
up.
to wrap this up. I just wanted to say that after I collected my check, the accountant was asking me,
much?
Anything for the boys.
Shomo Yobanye. Sawo Olujare, what are you saying?
Let's go this break. We'll be right back.
It's someone lose season.
Again, it's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for our first performance of the day. Now, this one is by Phil Adri. Now, Phil Adri is a multi-talented artist, a songwriter with a flair for Afro, hip-hop, and R&B. He will be performing Show Me for us this morning. So what are you going to be showing us this morning?
I'm going to be showing basically love.
Love, okay, okay.
It's a love song, yeah.
It's a love song.
Absolutely.
So what genre of music do you do, or do you do like everything? You said you do Afro hip hop, but I've come to realize that when you say Afro hip hop, it can be so many things put together. Okay. So how do you define yours? Okay, I do Afro hip hop, and at the same time I do R&B. So yeah, so that's generally. Which one are you performing now? R&B. It's a fusion of Afro hip hop and R&B. there's a fusion as well. Absolutely. So we'll call it Afro R&B hip hop. Absolutely, absolutely. How do you guys come up with these names? So you've been doing music for 6 years now, but it wasn't until last year you went professional with it. What pushed you to take that step instead of still doing the underground thing? Okay, I actually went for a competition, and then the outcome of the competition was very massive. I came second, and since then I've been getting feedbacks from my colleagues in the industry, from my friends that, you know what, and personally I've always loved to do music, but because of my school, I just rounded up, you know, so once I rounded up, I just, you know, went into it fully. Okay, okay. So who are your biggest music influences, locally and internationally? Okay, for me, Nigeria is Two-Face, basically. So internationally, for foreign musicians? Beyonce. I love Beyonce, yeah. You love Beyonce? Yeah. So are you going to be doing like all the blues for us this morning? I'm just kidding. Thank you. So which of Beyonce's songs do you like the best? All the Beautiful Ladies and Hello. Oh, wow. What about Subaba? Which of the songs do you like the African most? Queen, Rainbow, so many. There are so many hits from... obviously, you listen more to Subaba. It's very obvious. So if you were to have a collaboration with a local artist, mention 3 artists you'd like to collaborate with. I love Davido too. Okay. I love Wizkid. Okay. And I love Two-Face. Yeah. Okay, so you would like to do a collaboration with Davido, Wizkid, and Two-Face. Two-Face. Yeah. Okay, so I take it you don't have a fusion of Dig Bass Blues in your sound too much? Yeah, but not too many, yeah. You have it? Yeah, I do. So, but today's one is a big just mellow. A cool love song, you know, okay. Tell the ladies out there and everybody that believes in love that just check out the sound. I'm basically going to be saying it, you know, in the... But give me a feel of one of your Bass Blues songs. What's the name of the song? It's titled Show Me. No, one of your Bass Blues songs. You said you do Bass Blues as well. No. you don't want to. You want to keep in the mellow mood right now. Keep it on a low, yeah. Okay, so looking to the future, let's project about 2-3 years from now. What are you expecting to have achieved? I'm expecting to have been able to touch lives positively. You know, I believe in the content of a song has a long way to go in music. So I'm looking at, you know, getting to touch life, imparting life in my music, and people getting to give me feedbacks that this music has actually healed me, you know, in all areas of their lives. You know. When you say heal, what do you mean? Healing doesn't have to do with your body alone, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, and so other part of your life. Oh, wow. So what inspires your lyrics? Okay. Because I have a feeling you write your songs. So do you have someone who writes your songs? No, I do myself. Okay, yeah. Okay. So what inspires you? Okay, sometimes when I want to get, you know, songs written, it's basically from, maybe I'm doing some house chores, I'm doing some washing, I'm in the kitchen, and then I want to keep myself busy. I just put up a sound, start from, you know, vibing to a tune from somewhere, and then probably get the lyrics from there. And that's inspiration for you? That's where it is. Oh, wow. So you're not the type who goes to the studio, you hear the tune, and then you write a song that's suits the sometimes tune. I get the beat first, or the sound first, and then I get to vibe on it. But sometimes, too, I just, you know, bring it up from within, and then I give it to a studio guy or a studio manager, and then they work up a bit. So you read through it and decides what kind of bit to fit it. Absolutely. Perfect. All right, so we're going to let you do your performance right now. Thank you. Show Me by Phil Adri. Take it away. Thank you. Phil Adri on this one for you. This one is for you. Which now, anytime you roll now, everything you do now, you want it more fair, you want it come, you want it come. Oh, no. It's easy, the producer. Phil on this one for you. You want it more fair, you want it more, and you want. Sorry. All right, thank you. That was some good music by Phil Andrew this morning. Thank you so much. That actually really set the pace for the show, didn't it?
All right, so here with me in the kitchen is Chef Ify. And of course, we are here to bring you very delicious, I'm going to emphasize on the word delicious, recipes this morning. And of course, Chef Ify has something, on the table, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this morning, guys, we're going to be making rice and meatball curry sauce. Yeah. Very excited about that one because meatballs, I know, like, they're not a conventional Nigerian. Yes. It's not a conventional Nigerian.
People, when they think of meatball, they just think of
spaghetti or pasta,
yes, bolognese and all those.
Okay, so let's talk about our ingredients. I mean, come on, it's rice. Everyone can cook rice, right? Or boil rice. But hey, just in case you don't know how to, we'll teach you. I mean, that's why we're here for you, right? Great. Let's talk about the ingredients for our meatball curry sauce.
Okay, we are using our minced meat.
Okay.
We are using our unchopped onion, carrots, green peppers. These ones are for the meatballs to mix it.
Okay, so we're going to mix our pepper,
before we now
garlic,
boil
ginger,
it.
And onions with the minced meat.
Yes.
Okay.
So this one is breadcrumbs and egg.
Okay.
And then our basmati rice.
So tell us why we are using breadcrumbs and eggs.
So that it will be firm.
Okay, to give it that firmness.
Yes.
So that it doesn't break when we put it in the heat. All right, great. So what are we starting with? Of course, I'm guessing we'll have to start with our meatballs.
Yes,
show people how to make that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so let's get cooking.
Okay.
What do you need?
Bowls.
Okay. So you could use this. This should do, okay. Great.
Okay.
All right, people. Delicious stuff happening here in the kitchen. I don't want to use the word amazing because I use that all the time. But hey, yes, we are cooking meatball curry sauce. Of course, we're having that alongside our rice this morning, our basmati rice, which is already parboiled. Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna put this later on the heat. But of course, we have to show you how to make our meatballs sauce. And of course, we have our minced meat, which you could find at the grocery store.
You can even buy in the local market and blend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You could do that?
Just buy your normal beef, and then you blend it, wash and blend.
No idea. Did you do that to this one?
No, no.
Okay. But, before you put it in the blender, do you, like, boil it?
No, no, no. Just buy your fresh beef, wash, and then blend.
Wow.
Yes.
That blender must be really strong.
You can blend it in the local market also.
Okay. Well, you could try that, or you could get it from your local grocery store. I'm sure, like, you basically sell minced meat. Yeah. All right. So we have our minced meat in the bowl.
Yeah. So we are putting our breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Just a little.
And breadcrumbs, of course, you could make yours, or you could get it at the grocery store.
You can use your agege bread.
Yeah.
Or your sliced bread. Just put it in the microwave or fry it in your pot and then blend also.
It has to be dry, basically. So it's just dry bread, that you blend and, you get your breadcrumbs. All right, so what's in here?
This ginger, garlic, and onion.
Oh, okay.
Blended already.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
So we're just using one egg.
Okay. So right now we are making our meatballs. So the role of our breadcrumbs and eggs in this is to, mold it, give it that, firm, bally shape, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A ball-like shape. Okay. Are we going to whisk it? Okay, we're just going to put it in.
Miss.
Okay. So I'm guessing you need to be you don't need to put in too many eggs when you're working with it. Just one is
or
okay.
two, depending on the quantity.
Yeah, okay. So we are basically...
And then just spice it to your taste.
Okay.
You can add vegetables to this.
Vegetables?
Yes.
What kind of vegetables?
Green pepper.
Okay.
Anything you want. Your parsley, your scent leaf, if you want to go local.
Yes. Nice. Scent leaves would be really nice. You could even have it like that as a snack. So you have like your scent leaf and your minced meat in bowls and you fry them. That's a really nice dish. No, because I'm allowing my imagination. Why are you laughing?
Yes, it's true.
I'm allowing my imagination going out here. Yeah. I mean, like on one of those nights where you're feeling really lazy after so much work in the office, you just get home and you just want to relax. You just, bring out your minced meat from the refrigerator and bring out your eggs, your breadcrumbs, and you just, you have your scent leaf that you just got from the markets. And just mix that up.
Just mix that up and then...
Yeah, it's healthy too.
Get something cooking.
Scent leaf is very nutritious. Or could use ugu.
Yes, anything. You can just experiment on your own.
Right. Okay. So our meat is coming out really nicely.
Yes, just boil it to your the shape you want. Can be bigger than this, can be
it
smaller.
could be smaller. All right, so are we frying it or we're cooking it?
We are frying
We're
first.
frying.
Yes.
All right, great stuff happening here on the show and as well in the kitchen. At this point, the second half of the show is about to begin. Stay with us.
Now, if you have not been smiling, then maybe for some reason you missed the whole first hour of this of Wake Up Nigeria. But things are about to change.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're that feel-good family show, and we are guaranteeing you that you're going to be smiling by the time you're done.
Yeah.
Really.
Now you're really, really important to us, and that's why we wake up early to make it happen for you every single day, Monday to Friday.
Yes, indeed. So 1 hour down, 2 more to go. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Owope. We are streaming live right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. Check us out at TVC Connect. Now send in your comments across our social media platforms. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
We have an app available for you to download as well. Make sure it's on all your mobile devices. Android, iOS stores have the app. Just download it and watch us from anywhere in the world.
And guess what? For another meal in the kitchen, we do this every single day. I don't know how we do it, but we do it. And Chef Ife has been spending time with MM in the kitchen.
Meatball curry sauce with basmati rice.
Yes, we are getting
I think I'm going to have a taste of
busy.
this
Oh, we
today.
are busy in the kitchen this morning.
Yeah, you guys are really busy. I mean, I'm seeing what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I love meatballs. And the way she's using breadcrumbs, oh, it's going to be rich. It's going to be nice and juicy.
Yeah, it's really going to be a very delicious meal. Really looking forward to it.
Love it.
Chef Ife just had me in mind this morning.
Wow.
Just thinking about me when she was coming
did.
over. God bless you.
Amen. All right, we have a lineup for you that you do not want to miss, starting with UK certified relationship coach Lakwe Shoeton. Now, she's going to be talking about what, when, and why to take a break from your relationship. That's a strong one right there.
I need a break from this relationship.
Which one?
I need a break.
Which one?
I want to.
You need to be very specific.
I want to explore other options.
Okay. Not a break from Wake Up Nigeria.
I want to see other people.
All right.
And right after that, Dr. Patrick Ijera will be talking about wellness and the internal environment. Really, really important.
Wellness experts. Love them. We also have a consultant obstetrician and gynecologist, Dr. Abiodun Fashino, joining us on the health segment today. We're talking about lifestyle choices for pregnant women. Yes, indeed.
On farming, we'll be learning transplanting of mint leaves from Sheon Adetosoye this morning.
So I heard that you can keep mint leaves in your own kitchen and just keep growing them and just pluck them on a daily and drink.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay.
Honestly, I'm interested in this one.
Yeah.
We also have, Bling Lagosian premiered on Sunday, and it was a major fashion affair.
Oh my goodness.
Sheon of Styled by Sheon will be joining MM to bring us some of the more memorable moments. Outfits, well.
Yeah.
It was the outfits that made the moments, though.
Now, also to come is a musical performance from singer, songwriter, and performing artist Just Wayne on the show.
And lastly, we'll be having fast-rising Nollywood actress Mimi Ojekwe joining us for a chat.
I work very hard. But you don't do everything I want. Why? Why?
You walk into
Is
the
that supposed
night
to be her
and you
husband?
walk at night. What did you say?
Was that supposed to be her husband?
I guess so. Toy boy.
Seems
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Wow,
yeah, it looked a
MM.
bit,
No, but really, actually.
Do people use that term still, toy boy?
Yeah.
It's more popular right now.
Really?
Yeah. And
Than what,
I
exactly?
actually find it a bit irritating when I see it
Toy
in
boy.
magazines. Like,
Oh, wow.
these people are in love. Sometimes they're even married, and you're still referring to the guy as a toy boy. Like, It's just the same way when you have
So,
a female.
so does toy boy mean like a younger?
Yeah,
like,
younger, like, yeah,
Oh,
like
right.
she's a cool guy, he's a
Younger
toy
partner.
boy.
Like a gigolo.
No, and
In
And
some
never mistaken it
cases.
to another level.
Okay, we have.
Fun. Talking about bowls, yes, this morning we are making meatball curry sauce and we are having it with rice. Yes, basmati rice. Please can you open that up so that people can see? Oh yeah, it's ready to eat, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about our ingredients we are working with for our meatball curry sauce.
Okay, so basically the same thing I said before.
Yeah.
We're using our onion, carrots, green bell peppers, fresh pepper, ginger and garlic.
Okay.
And then curry, seasoning, black pepper, and then spring onion.
Yes. And then our key ingredients, of course, which is our meatballs.
Yes.
So you want to tell us what we did with our meatballs? Like how we arrived at our meatballs?
Okay, we mixed our meatball with breadcrumbs, ginger and garlic
Minced
paste.
meat, you mean?
Yes, minced meat.
Yeah.
Yes, with ginger and garlic paste.
Yeah.
And then breadcrumbs, seasoning, black pepper, egg, and then just mix everything together and then boil
we,
it.
you know, put it into balls, roll them into balls, and we are frying them right now, as you can see. So they're like meat. It's like beef already.
It's beef.
Like it's beef, yeah.
Yes.
But basically, like
Just
they're formed
boil it,
like
just-
you know
yes.
beef. It's not like,
Like a
minced meat.
normal-
It's not minced meat anymore.
Yes.
Yes. So earlier on, Chef Ify was saying that, well, just in case you cannot, you know, get minced meat from the grocery store, you could buy your meats, yeah?
Yes.
And then
From the local
blend
market
it.
and blend, yes.
That blender will be a really strong blender. All right, so right now we're about, so we have our meatballs almost ready.
Yes, almost ready.
Yeah, and then we're about to show you how to make our curry sauce right now. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we have our vegetable oil.
Yes.
Yeah, and then what's
From
next?
the meatball.
Okay.
So ginger and garlic.
All right. So I'm guessing the flavor in the
From
vegetable oil, that's
yes,
what we're using for our
yes.
sauce. Great. Okay.
So
That
we're adding
onion?
our onion, yes.
Okay. Oh, trust me, guys, it smells nice. Like, smells really, really, really good. All right. So basically, all of this is going in to one pot, into that one pot, and then afterwards, our meatballs will toss it in. So basically, that's the last ingredient going into curry sauce this morning. So it's actually pretty easy and very quick to make, guys. All right, so there's so much more on the show, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now, are you still looking for the one? Have you ever considered that it might be necessary for you to take a break from searching for that one? Now, we have our relationship coach in the building here, and she's the author of 7 Steps to Meeting the One, right?
Yes.
7 Steps to Meeting the One, talking about Lakpe Shoeton. Now, she's a UK certified relationship coach, and she has several other books as well.
Yeah.
We started this topic a few weeks ago, 7 Steps to Meeting the One. If we could just do a quick recap of the first few steps.
Yeah.
If I can remember, the first one is coming up with the characteristics of your partner. What was the
Yes.
second one again?
The second one was becoming
bringing that person to life.
Yes,
of course.
that was the second one, which means, you know, visualizing and imagining the right person for you so that you know the person when the person walks into your life.
Yeah.
And then the third one was...
Oh, you're testing me now. Okay, being the person you want to be with,
Yes.
if I can remember.
Yes, that was it.
All right. So now we've become the person we want to be with. We're not expecting that person to be all amazing if we are not all amazing.
Exactly, very important point.
So the next step you're saying is to take a break.
Yes.
But what exactly does that mean?
It means take a break from all the searching, all the telling people to matchmake you with people, all the Tinder, the Hinge, the dating apps, things like that. It means take a break from all of that. Give yourself space.
Okay.
The whole point of this is to get to know yourself better, because when you know yourself better, then you're more likely to attract the right person for you, the person who will fit this new person that you have discovered, as opposed to the person that you have perhaps been pretending to be for a while.
When you say pretending to be, what exactly does that mean?
The thing I have noticed with some women is that whenever a guy comes into their life, whoever the guy is, they sort of change to match that guy.
How do you mean?
If a guy comes into their life and the guy is all about cycling, then suddenly the girl is like, oh my gosh, I love cycling too.
Oh,
and then
wow.
she starts buying it. She buys a bicycle and starts going. The relationship ends. And then she meets another guy who says, oh, he just loves classical music. She says, oh my gosh, Pavarotti is my favorite.
Oh, wow.
You know? So there's some people like that. And this happens if you don't take the time to know who you are and are confident in who you are, and then attract the person who matches who you are.
Okay, so okay, let me think about it like this. I know I've been in a relationship where I was dating a particular guy that used to go for morning mass, evening mass, and I suddenly became a Catholic. Overnight.
It happens.
I learned everything. I learned, you know, I was like an instant prayer warrior. But the truth is, it became, I felt like he was impacting me positively.
Yeah.
He was taking me to church. So are you saying that that wasn't essentially a good thing?
That's not necessarily what I'm saying, because, you know, religion can affect people differently. And it's actually a very important decision to take. It's not one that should just be gone into simply because you meet somebody, for example. For example, when that relationship ends, does that mean that you're no longer
a Catholic?
A Catholic, you know? So you do have to think about it. Religion is a big step. But it is vaguely what I am talking about. Okay. If, for example, you had met a Muslim, would you have now started doing things? You understand? Which is why it is important to know yourself. And it's also why it's important to have done step one, which is to come up with the characteristics of the right person for you. Okay. And remember that those first 3 characteristics that you wrote down are the ones that are most important to you. So, for example, if religion is important to you and it was your number 1, then you should be looking for or dating people that are that particular religion. Yeah. You understand? If somebody super rich was your number 1, then, and religion was like your number 4, then that's not what you'll be focusing on. Okay. So all the steps really merge. They're all important and they build on each other.
All right. So being the person you want to be with and then taking a break. Yeah. How long should this break be? Because, you know, it could be like a month or 2, or what do you mean?
I usually advise 6 months to 1 year. It's a long time, particularly because taking a break for me, I think it usually involves not having sex. It usually involves celibacy, which can be difficult for many people. Okay. But that difficult time actually helps you to know yourself even better. And it also helps to weed out people that are not very serious, particularly if you're a woman. Okay. There are many men that just want to sleep with you and move on. Okay. So if you have taken a break of celibacy because you want to think about what it is that you want and you want to get to know yourself better, then it really does help.
Okay, so now, this taking a break, I don't know if I could compare it to maybe detoxing or cleansing, because definitely the people that come into our lives have some kind of impact on us, and you can't ignore that. So because a particular person used to really like maybe things like high heel shoes, maybe I've bought like 20 pairs of high heel shoes, and I can't get rid of my high heel shoes. You know, so this taking a break thing, I don't know. I really don't know.
It's actually, it's not easy, like I say, but it also depends on how much it is that you want to find this person that is right for you. Remember, I'm talking about the person that is right for you. I'm not talking about getting married or dating somebody. That is really very easy. This is what I always tell people. Okay. But if you are determined to marry or date the right person for you, it's not easy. You have to make sacrifices. Okay. So that is important.
You're not making this easy for anyone at all.
But the steps are simple, really, but they are not easy.
Okay.
So
thank you so much. We're going to continue next week on these 7 steps to finding the one.
And I give tips like this.
I know. You give them online,
on Instagram,
right?
Yes.
We're going to be following you, and her Instagram page will be on your screens in just a bit. Now we have to move on to a conversation with Yomi, and we have with him our wellness expert for the day, Dr. Patrick Ijewere.
All right, we're over here in the garden, and it's Wednesday. It's maybe we should call it Wellness Wednesday from now on. And I've got Dr. Patrick Ijewere here with me. He is a wellness expert. Not only that, he's also an internal medicine consultant. And last week we started talking about how your health is connected directly with the internal environment and the external environment as well. Now, we got a lot of responses. A lot of people were quite interested in that because they hadn't really considered all of that before. But today we're focusing on the internal environment. And tell us this connection, because you actually started touching on it last week, but we didn't go deep into it. So let's go deeper now and talk to us about the connection between your overall health and the internal environment.
Let's take about 30 seconds,
Yeah.
quickly recap.
Yeah.
When we talk about wellness, we defined it as 3 parts. First, absence of disease. Second, balance, spirit, mind, body.
Yeah.
And third, a joyfulness, a vibrancy to life. Okay. With the environment, we divide it into both the external, what we see around us, the beautiful greens,
Yeah.
and what is within embodiment of the body. Now, we tend to think of the body in this static form, but truly it's a flow. It's like a river always flowing. If you put your foot into the river, take it out, next second or 2 minutes later you put it back in. Have you put the foot in the exact same river?
No, probably not, because the river's always flowing.
Exactly.
Right.
Same thing with the body. The body is always changing. In the body we have builders and those who tear down. They work 24/7. As you get older, as you grow older, the builders work more or work faster than those who tear down.
Yeah.
As we age, the old cells are taken down, new cells are put up. This is very fundamental to understanding this wellness thinking. The body has the systems to take what is old and put up what is new. Internally, you want to favor a erection of new structures. So one must be cautious and conscious as to what one puts into the internal system. For example, your liver. Every 6 weeks plus, you replace the entire liver.
Every 6 weeks.
Your entire liver is replaced.
That's the whole, all the cells, everything is replaced.
Is replaced
Wow.
with new cells. Literally from your mouth to through the gut down to the anus. The entire lining of that system is replaced every 5 to 6 days. The body is constantly in flow, it's constantly at work. Once you have the understanding that this occurs 24/7, even while you're sleeping, then you say, wow, I must be wise to what I put into the internal environment.
That system, right. Because it's since you say like it's a system that keeps working.
Keeps working, keeps regenerating. It's a perfect system.
So why is it that if it's a system that keeps regenerating, why then do people fall sick? Because it's like, if it's regenerating, then I should just always have a new body every few days or every few weeks. Like everything on the in the inside should just be new, right?
That's the design of the creator. But we are the ones who go and get the cheap cement and the cheap blocks. And when the old blocks are worn out, we replace it with low quality blocks.
Right.
We eat food that is devoid of nutrients, food that is deficient. We eat food that is full of toxins, chemicals. And these affect the quality of the new building blocks that have been erected. Hope that's a good analogy.
Okay, so the quality, that means when new cells are being created, they're not as powerful or as strong as the old cells.
Exactly.
Right. And that's basically because of nutrition.
That's a major factor. The external environment plays into it also. But for now, nutrition is a major player in there. Even the air we breathe, which we'll talk about next week. So if you keep replacing the old blocks with half-baked, poor quality blocks, of course sickness will occur. Your immune system becomes compromised. Your detox systems become compromised. Even your heart is not as powerful as it was before. Even who awakes the following morning is actually older, more worn out than who went to bed 2 nights ago. So that fundamental understanding of the body is in constant flow, constant replacement or regeneration, is key to creating the awareness that you must put in high quality building blocks, organic food that is free of all these things that we add to it. On the angle of nutrition, it's very simple. Stay close to the garden and you get high quality.
So stay close to the garden, get stuff that's fresh,
organic, without chemicals.
So fruits, vegetables, and things like that.
Yes, preferably organic.
Wow.
The mass-produced, chemical-grown stuff is destructive.
All this imported stuff in cans and packs and all of that,
they get some benefit,
but
on the longer term, they actually destroy the internal systems.
Wow. Doc, again, the time is always pretty short for us, but you know, you've touched on a number of things now, and focusing on the internal system, the fact that we regenerate, but we should also use the best kind of blocks, and the best kind of cement, if you know what I mean, to regenerate ourselves, but focus on organic foods and homegrown things as well. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on the show. Now, there's more on Wake Up Nigeria after this.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. As we all know, since the beginning of this month, we have been having a pregnancy series. And today, of course, it continues, and we'll be concentrating on lifestyle choices for pregnant women. So we're talking food, what to eat, what not to eat, and of course, myths surrounding pregnant women. And of course, joining me this morning is Dr. Abiodun Fashino. He's a consultant obstetrician and gynecologist. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show once again.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, so, you know, it's very funny. This topic is very funny because, you know, there's so many things that, you know, our mothers would tell us not to eat and stay away from. Let's talk about foods first of all. Caffeine, coffee. I'm a coffee person. I love to take coffee. And, you know, in my line of research, I found out that it may be good, it may not be good. So what are those foods that, you know, pregnant women should or should not take?
Every pregnant woman they should eat balanced diets. The point is that there's no difference between the food you should eat as someone who is not pregnant and as someone who is pregnant. You should eat the same kind of food, which should be balanced diets. If you eat balanced diets, you are not likely to develop any complication in pregnancy. But the truth is that there are some food that a pregnant woman should run away from. Like when you talk about some kind of fish, like shark, mackerel, mackerel. Yes. They have high level of mercury. And the mercury can actually affect the baby negatively. The baby may come out with birth defects. But to add to this, it's not all pregnant women that eat mackerel that will eventually develop, that the baby will eventually have birth defects. It's just some of them, percentage. Now we talk about coffee, and then we talk about coffee. Coffee, well, in this part of the world, we find it difficult to measure the quantity of coffee we take. But ideally, you should not take more than 200 grams of coffee.
200 grams of coffee
in a day.
In a day. Okay,
so
that's a mug.
Yeah, it's actually difficult to measure. But all I know is that a bottle of soft drink, like Coke, in this environment contains 20 grams of coffee. So it's still far lower than the 200 grams per day.
So it's okay for us to take, you know, soda drinks?
Yes, at least like a bottle is not much. Yeah, it's not bad. Then when you are eating, so you have to be conscious of the quantity you eat. You don't eat based on your appetite.
Some people say we are eating for 2 and for 3 and 4.
Yeah, fine. That's one should just run away from that mentality, because the problem is that when you feel that I have to eat a lot so that my baby will not suffer, at the end of the day, you eat so much that the food eventually can affect your baby. How? If you eat so much, you gain, ideally you should gain like 12 to 13 kilograms in pregnancy. If you gain so much weight, the baby may come down with some complication of that weight. You may end up with the high blood sugar in pregnancy, we call gestational diabetes, as we discussed last week. And that one can actually affect the baby. Yeah. Then the truth is that when you gain so much weight during pregnancy, it may be difficult for you to shed most of this weight after pregnancy. Because as a matter of fact, whether you like it or not, you still retain some weight after pregnancy.
So what is the required amount that a pregnant woman should have? I mean, for 3 square meal, 4 square meal, how in quantities, what amounts?
I think the problem in early pregnancy, most pregnant women do have nausea and vomiting. So the advice is that you take small quantity as frequent as possible to prevent this nausea and vomiting feeling. But if you don't eat based on your appetite, because some people actually have a very high appetite when they are pregnant. You just try and minimize it. Don't just eat based on what you feel you should eat. And based on the fact that you feel that you have 2 babies, you have the babies eating the placenta. No, you don't think like that.
Let's talk about cravings quickly, because that's also a very general issue, like an issue like lots of pregnant women have. Yes. How do you handle cravings? Because it gets to that point where you're like in the middle of the night, you really want to eat something so badly. How do you handle that?
Actually, well, it depends really. There's a form of craving called pica. That pica, yeah, P-I-C-A. That pica you can crave for anything. Mud. You can feel like eating mud. It feel like drinking water from the drainage. Those ones are the other side of it. But the one that probably you are craving for food, that's not bad. You can eat it, but you have to have that at the back of your mind that you should not eat too much of anything you are craving for. As long as you don't eat too much of it, fine, you won't have any problem. Even most of this food we say you should run away from. It's not that you should not eat them, but when you eat too much of them, then you come down with complications.
All right. Quickly, let's move to meats. There are lots of meats. Do not exercise. Pregnant women are not supposed to exercise. Is that true?
No, it's not true. But as a matter of fact, when you're pregnant, you need some level of exercise. As I said earlier, when you get too much weight in pregnancy, you have problem. When you don't gain weight, you have problem. If you don't gain weight, if you don't eat very well, you have issue with the baby being small, being too small. Then if you eat too much, the baby may be too big. So exercise is okay, but moderate exercise. The only thing is that you have to run away from kind of exercises like acrobatic, any aerobic exercise. You have to run away from all that kind of exercise. That can cause problems. As a pregnant woman, you should not fall down. So you have to be very careful. Brisk walking for like about 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers is okay for you.
All right, so let's talking about walking. I am a fan of heels. I wear like heels in pregnancies. Never stopped you from wearing heels. What would you advise?
About walking?
Yes, for pregnant women wearing heels.
You wearing heels, I know that is not advisable in pregnancy because in pregnancy, you know, there's a little change in the way your spine is. We call it lumbar lordosis. So the chance of falling down is higher. So there's no point. Even whether you are pregnant or not, when you wear high heels, you have a chance of slipping on the road and fall down. So why do you want to wear it? For the meantime, the 9 months, just enjoy it for that 9 months.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult. So you're not even the little ones. You know, I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here.
If you must wear, I think the little one is still, but you still have to be careful.
Okay. So what other meats that are you, so because we need to round off quickly, what other, advice would you give to pregnant women?
Okay, I think the pregnant women should limit the quantity of alcohol they take. They have to take alcohol at all because alcohol can actually cause what we call fetal alcohol syndrome, which can come with a lot of mental retardation for the baby. Then it's smoking. You should run away from smoking. When you are pregnant, you smoke, your baby is likely to come down with some kind of chronic diseases after birth, like asthma. The chance of the baby developing asthma is very high, and some other chronic respiratory diseases. I think with respect to drugs, you have to be careful. If you are pregnant, if you are on any drug, you see your doctor. Let your doctor confirm whether the drugs is okay or not.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abiodun. I have learned a lot this morning. I'm going to try so hard to stay away from wearing heels in the course of that. We're going to continue this discussion, of course, next week. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I've learned a lot. I hope you have as well. Mary is about to get, she's with the farming tutor in the garden. Of course, we'll be teaching you some farming tips. Hello, ladies.
Garden right here on Wake Up Nigeria, and this time it's time for us to farm. Yes, we're going to do some farming, and of course we have Sheun Adetosoye of High Souls Farm Tours. Now today we're going to be teaching you how to transplant mint leaves, and there's a reason for the transplants, because I remember I was asking you earlier, Sheun, that why transplants? Why can't we just plant the seeds?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I have the seeds here with me actually, but I've tried planting from the seeds and it just wouldn't germinate. Okay. And so I just gave up and decided to go to a garden nearby. I got cuttings, we call it cuttings, from the mint pot, and then I transplanted. So, and I also read online that it takes a while for it to germinate while planting from the seeds. So that was why I just gave up on it.
But you still left them in the pots, the seeds you were trying to...
I'd given up on it, but I still have more seeds. However, I'll still keep trying.
Yeah,
Let's
just
see.
Keep trying. I'll be really glad to hear that it finally
Let's see if it will germinate.
Okay, so now we're going to do transplanting.
Yes, so I have my mint leaves here.
So we buy this from the farm?
Yes, I bought it from a gardener.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so I have the pot in here. I've had this for like a year now. I've taken out of it, and then it keeps giving me more. Okay. So I'm just going to cut from the roots.
Okay, from the roots.
Yes, it has to be from the roots because I need the roots.
Okay.
I'm going to cut from the roots.
So one has to be very careful so as not to pull out
the, you know, just cut it from
the stem itself.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I need the roots. Yep.
Wow. And the roots connected to
they
one another?
They are, but
so when you take out one root, you're taking out.
So I'm just trying to take out about 2.
Okay. Without affecting the others.
Without affecting the others, yes.
This is really tricky. Is it advisable for a budding gardener to do this themselves?
No, you can at least give it a trial and let's see.
Okay.
You know, that's the whole essence of getting your hands dirty. So I think I was able to get the roots. I hope I didn't
ruin any stems.
I hope not. Okay, yes. So I have
the
roots.
We got root 1. So we have 1 more root to go.
Okay. Yes, I think I just have to
detach that one. Okay. So if you pull out the roots, you can of course put them back.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So we'll do that later.
So
let's focus on this.
I have 2 of this.
Yay.
And so I just have my nursery.
Okay.
I decided to use my nursery cup
So how do we put this up? As usual,
just
holes in it?
Yes, I have the holes underneath, you know, and then by the side. Sorry, this doesn't have the holes. So I have the holes. I just transplanted this morning.
Okay.
As well as underneath. And then I have...
So you put them in. Is it compulsory to put 2? Can't
it's
it just
not compulsory. 1? It's not.
Okay.
But because I would, the way some people use their mint, I just wouldn't mind having 2
Okay. 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 So at least make it through. This one can give us up to this in a few months. Or
yes, in a few months. Since it's raining season now, I actually lost this. When it was during that intense heat period, I lost the entire pot, and now since it started raining, everything is coming
green
up again.
itself.
Yeah.
Wow. So when it's very sunny, how do you protect it? Like, how do you keep it germinating?
It's just to keep watering.
Okay.
Just keep watering morning and evening, so that it has enough water at least.
Okay. So how much water do you put in? Say, let's start from this one. How much water should I put in?
Now, because this is a small quantity, I mean, this is a small cup, so it doesn't need so much water. Once I fill and the water begins to drain out, then I know that it's the water.
Let's see you do that. You fill and then water begins to drain. Oh.
The soil is already damp, so I might not add too much water. So I just want to allow the water to seep through, and let's see.
Okay. So this is good.
Yeah, that's
It's like a cup of chocolate.
That's
hot chocolate. Don't drink it though.
Because of the loamy soil.
Yes.
It's because of our soil.
Yes. Thank you so much, Shewade Tosoye. Hopefully in a few months we'll see mints this many. And then, of course, we'll use it for all our cooking and ice cream and stuff.
No, you know it's very good as you can add it to your tea.
Yes.
And then for bad breath.
Yes.
I used to be addicted to chewing gum. I stopped and I started chewing this.
Oh, wow. See? So instead of gums, you can always replace it with this. Thank you so much, Shewade Tosoye.
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank
all right,
you.
we're going on this break. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Hello and welcome back. It's still your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, the #1 breakfast show.
How did that sound? Like really? I think I should screenshot that. Yeah, screenshot it. Okay.
Well,
so
2 hours down.
Yes.
About 45 more minutes to go. We hope that you've stayed with us since 6 a.m. If you haven't, welcome. Welcome. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinso. Now, there's another way you can stream with us. If you want to watch us on the move, you need to leave the house. Please just hit us up on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in your comments. We love when we see our hashtag everywhere. Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, indeed. And of course, we have a mobile app, believe it or not.
Yes,
and you can download it on the Apple iStore and the Google Play Store as well, and watch us from anywhere in the world.
Yes, indeed. Please do. Now, we have something special coming up.
Yeah.
Now, Bling Legosian premiered last Sunday, and it was a major fashion affair. Sheon of Styled by Sheon will be right here joining to bring us some of the more memorable looks.
Yeah.
For that.
And the hideous ones as well. The hideous ones.
Okay.
Ooh, there she is. There the ladies are.
Yeah, there they are.
There we go.
I was just like, okay, you're coming to meet me, and I was.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. Like, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's also to come on the show.
Yeah.
We have a musical performance from singer-songwriter and performing artist.
Just Wayne. Just Wayne. Then we'll be having fast-rising Nollywood actress Mimi Ujekwe joining us for a chat.
So scary.
Who is Ivy?
That's really scary. Imagine if the wife knows the side chick's number. There's another one
By heart.
There's a scene I saw. There's the movie scene I saw where.
The same movie or
another movie? Okay. Yeah. So, husband was about to eat while wife was sitting on, on the dining, and she was just looking at him. She just put her hands together. She was looking at him, and she's like, if I want to poison you now, I can poison you. and the guy's like, what's happening? And she goes, anyway. Your side chick, I met her today. Wow. I hope she's doing well. I'm sure you must have also met her. You must have been with her all through today as well. Anyway, just eat, Sha, before they say that it is me that killed you.
You probably will stop eating.
No, if you already has a heart of stone, I don't expect you to continue eating that meal. And it just reminded me of something that was trending earlier. I don't know if you saw it earlier. So this lady, that was I think Monday or Tuesday. This lady makes a post about, I think it was somebody doing a video. Some counselor saying, women should always remember that their husbands are their masters. Oh, wow. If the man cheats, accept him back. He's part of it. And then Simi, Simi quoted the video and went, I said it in Yoruba. Is this lady all right at all? What is the meaning of all this? So that's how people started making comments. So on one of the comments, somebody actually went as far as saying it is a normal thing. If he treats you anyhow, you just accept him. It's part of life. Wow. And I was like,
but it's funny. It's really sad because a lot of women are living, in that situation, and they are living through it. Yes. They are like, what? There's nothing we can do about it.
Because we've been told there's nothing you can do about it. Those who know there's something they can do about it usually find counseling, usually find help if you value your marriage. But most people don't. They can't be bothered. They feel, a woman, you stay now.
Well.
Anyway, we do know Theophilus is a great guy.
Wow.
And he's
Are you serious?
I'm just saying.
Welcome back here on to Wake Up Nigeria. All right, so yes, Titi, the Bling Legosians was the biggest event of the weekend. Yes.
A for show.
Yes, as we all know, themed events are becoming a thing. Yeah. So from gangster royalty to opulently Nigerian to Arabian Nights, our red carpets are definitely a fashionista's playground. And of course, the Bling Legosian movie premiere, which was last weekend, was a sight to behold. The theme was Eco for show.
No, you have to do it like this.
Eco for show. Yeah, and there was a prize money worth ₦1 million, which was, to be shared by 3 of the best dressed Nigerians at the event. All right, so of course we are doing this together. We're going to be reviewing styles that, got our attention.
Yes, so.
Yeah, so first of all, we're going to see Beverly Nair. She was dressed by Wisdom Franklin. And,
wow, look at that piece.
Yeah, look at that.
That is, so structurally speaking, I'm thinking about the work that went into this particular piece.
Yeah.
Really great colors. I can't really see the gilly, For me, the gele is a key part of anything that is eco for sure.
The gele was quite, look at that gele.
Yeah, that's nice.
Maybe
really nice.
not so flamboyant, because I felt there was so much going on already on the costuming, those elaborated sleeves, you know, and then the embellishments on the sleeves. That was really nice. Like you said, structure key. This dress actually knew it. And like you said, if you didn't plan for this event, don't even bother going. I'm telling you, don't bother.
But I'm looking at the neck piece. I could.
It's not a neck piece.
It's part of the dress.
Yes, part of the dress.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it was a neck piece, I would have said go without the neck piece. I would have loved to see her neck. Yeah. Because I think she has a very graceful neck.
All right.
That's the only part.
Quickly,
not enough skin showing for me.
Yeah. Quickly, let's check out our next look by Enidima Okoje. She was styled by ex-beauty queen Kome Osalo. Oh, wow. And so Kome is a popular fashion designer in Abuja, and she made this for Ini. What do you think?
I love the black and white. I don't know whether to call it a sash or a cape.
It's a cape and a sleeve.
Cape and sleeve. Yeah. I like that touch, but I'm not sure if this is eco for show.
Yeah, but that's actually ashoke.
Okay, it's black ashoke.
Yes, it's a black and white ashoke.
Okay.
Yeah, not the dress, but the cape, whatever. It's a black and white ashoke, as you can see.
Yeah. So I'm loving the headpiece, the head wrap. You know, that's definitely in vogue. She looks very graceful, but it's not showy enough for me. It's not blinging enough for me. It's very classy. It's something I would wear, you know, maybe for a dinner or something like that.
I guess what she was trying to do here was add a little bit of modernity to it.
Well, possibly, possibly. But it's just not blingy.
All right. For me. So next we have Shafi Bello. She was styled by popular stylist Yolanda Okereke. All right.
Now this is, I feel like this is one of my best dresses.
Are you kidding me?
I really loved it.
Are you joking?
She looked like a cloud. She looked like a cloud. But she also looked very regal. And if you know some of the, so there are a lot of traditional outfits that are from Lagos. There are a lot of women that wear white for different reasons.
Okay,
and
maybe
I
from that,
I feel like she's keying in there a little. I'm not sure who designed this, but when it comes to how graceful she looks, I really love it.
I love her makeup. I like the fact that her makeup actually really complements this outfit, even though I'm not feeling it because I feel like there's so much going on. I like that it's quite different. So next look is Antoleki. She was styled by BB Lawrence. Let's quickly check this out. Ooh, this is what you call a showstopper.
Really?
Yeah, I really like this look. So quickly tell me, what do you think?
I'm all about silhouettes. I'm all about, if I was looking at this and it was just a shadow and I didn't see her face and her makeup, how would the structure actually look? Would it balance out? Would it look, you know? I'm not really feeling this one, I'm afraid. I don't know.
This was one of everyone's favorite looks for the night, just so you know. Yes, because a lot of work went into this outfit.
Of course.
But because we don't have enough time, we won't go into it. Next, we have Omoni Obole and Ifeoma McDermott. Even though they went there looking like, I don't know.
Twins?
Twins? I don't know.
So this, for me, is Ashwebi. This is it. This is the real eco for sure.
Okay, so the reason we have themed like events are themed is because it's for you to, you know,
go create
exactly.
Yes. So they could have added something more. This looks like it could have been for a wedding they went for together, right? As opposed to preparing for an event like this.
Well, I don't know about, anyways.
You're not a fan.
No. Next, we have Osas Igodaro. She was styled by Toji Foye. Yes, mama.
Okay, so
even this, it's not go with the theme, but we like the dress.
It's a beautiful dress.
Yeah.
It's an amazing piece. She has a very graceful figure, and she can fit into anything, honestly speaking.
All right, fingers crossed. Well, I would wear it, but not definitely go. It didn't go with the theme for the event. Quickly, we have to see Dala Oruwari. Yes. So she was one of the winners for the night. This is eco for sure.
This is it.
And she was styled by Style Territory.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is an epitome of the
epitome
of the theme.
And I'm glad she was one of the top 3.
Yeah, she was one of the top 3. And I mean, look at the lace, the gold.
Effort.
You can feel the echo in this costume. Everything was perfectly put together, really nice. Lastly, we have Tenny Olowu. She was the winner of the night.
Okay.
Look at that. She styled herself.
I've been waiting for the gillies to come out.
Yeah,
Eko
that
for
is
sure
it,
is all
right?
about the gillies.
Yes.
And this is it. Thank you
Yes.
so much for doing this, Tenny.
I mean, and then with the, you know, Max, it reminds you of Sub-Zero. No, it's a place of
no, it's just a little bit of mystique.
Nobody was nice. It was well put together from head to toe. And of course, she was also one of the winners of the night, biggest winner of the night. All right. Yes, we have to wrap up now. Thank you so much, Titi, for doing this with me. I'm really glad we had to do it.
I had fun.
All right, next we have to move over to Mary and Just Wayne. Of course, that's our second performer for today. Hey, guys.
Yeah, you know, on Wake Up Nigeria, we have all the best talents. And right here with me, I have Abu Justice Oshoke, better known as Just Wayne. Now, he's a songwriter, a singer, and a performing artist. Now, he has performed alongside Peruzzi, Kenny Black, Edo Pikin. And, you know, you probably know him best as the crooner for the single Surulere. And that's a song he's going to be doing for us this morning. Now, you've been doing music since 2013, and here you are. How's it been?
It has been great.
All right, it's been great. So you're going to be doing Surulere for us this morning.
Yes.
And we don't have much time, so let's just get to it, right?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Just Wayne.
Just Wayne not done. You don't tell me for nana. Buy you anything, you don't need say na homo. Yeah, 2000 and forever. Double prop.
Welcome back. Now in the studio we have our celebrity guest for today.
Yes,
Mimi
indeed.
is here. Mimi Ojekwe.
Yeah.
Now she's a fast-rising Nollywood actress. Now she's known for her role as Nnem in the 2016 movie From Freetown TL.
Yeah, of course. She took a break and, of course, came back better than ever. And she's been working and carving a niche for herself in the industry. And she's joining us this morning. We're so excited.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Mimi?
Thank you so much. I'm fine.
Did we drag you out of bed?
I thought I wasn't going to make it. It's terrible. The road is so tight.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tried.
Yes, you did, and you made it, and you look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
I love what you're wearing. I've never seen anything like this before.
Really? I don't want to say that. It looks like a normal jacket or something. Like what you're wearing, put it in there, right? Like I think it's called a waistcoat. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you can just throw a jacket on.
No, it's actually like this, something like this.
It's not a waistcoat, though.
It's not a waistcoat, but it looks like it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, but it looks like you're into fashion because I was checking out your page and, you know...
I'm not into fashion, I'm into beauty.
Okay, more into beauty.
Yes.
You have a beauty line of your own as well. Wow.
Talk to us about it.
Okay, what do you want? Okay, fine. Apart from being a Nollywood actor, I have other things that I do. First of all, I'm a beauty entrepreneur. I have my makeup brand. It's called Flawless Beauty by Mimi. FBM, a lot of people use it. Okay. It's new, it's about 2 years right now, and it's doing good in the market.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know, there's something you said, I think in an interview, well, it was ascribed to you last year, and you were saying that Nollywood doesn't pay much, so it's more of a passion for you.
No, I think that's the wrong
interpretation.
Exactly.
Interpretation, yeah, okay.
I think it's there's a mix-up somewhere. I didn't just say that. But we all know that if you're doing something, you can always do something else to make more, to earn a good living. So I think that's what that is trying to say.
Okay, but do you feel like there's a lot of pressure in the industry to maintain a certain, impression, status, even if Nollywood isn't funding you as much as...
I think you should just be yourself. Well, for me personally, I love to live a good life. So and I feel like Nollywood probably wouldn't give me all that I need, but it's something I love to do. So I added something else to it, which is business. So it's all about your choice and interest. I don't think there's really pressure. I think it's people pushing themselves to act in a certain level. I don't think it's necessary. I think you should just cut your coat according to your size, and then you'll be fine.
All right.
I like that. I mean, one of the things that because Nollywood is opening up now, a lot of international producers.
Yeah,
are
Nollywood is actually the second largest in the world, so we're getting there.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. So your choice of roles, do these roles come to you because you are Mimi, or do you specifically look for some roles that you say, okay, this is what the role I want to play?
That is a very funny question. Okay, when you're doing your job, do they tell you what to do or how to do it? I think it just tell you this is what you got to do. Okay, now as an actor, a script is sent to you by a producer, and then it's like, this is your role. All you have to do is to study. It's not about me. I think the person casting knows what you look like and what suits you in a script. So I don't choose my roles. It comes and I just interpret it.
Okay, so if, for instance, Nollywood never happened, do you feel like
Nollywood must happen?
It must happen.
Yes.
It was something that always had to happen. But what was family's impression on that?
Okay, how did I even join Nollywood? Back then in 2010, I emerged as a beauty queen and won Miss African Queen beauty contest. And there I met a director who is part of the judges, who then introduced me to Nollywood. Then I was still very young. My dad wasn't really clear about that. All he maintained was, whatever you're doing, just make sure you go back to school. Don't ever look back there and then regret that you didn't finish school. But my mom was never, because I've always been in the red spotlight. I wanted to be in that spotlight all the time. Even while I was in school, I was in the drama club and all that. So it's not, being the only daughter, it wasn't that bad. I think I got a support from the family.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Only daughter?
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that,
it's very difficult. I think it takes a level of, parents to be able to understand.
Because once they support you, it really helps you in your career if you get that kind of support at the beginning.
I remember back then I was filming in Asaba. I got my mom, because she stays in Abuja. She came all the way to come pay me a visit with my younger brother and everything. And everyone else said was like, your mom cares.
Yeah.
So I think it's I can still hold that strong.
All right.
So talk to us about new projects you're working on. I mean, we're going to the second half of 2019. I know there's a lot going on and stuff that maybe might still be under wraps, but if you can give us a tip or two or something.
Okay. I already told you I have my beauty brand.
Yeah.
I'm working towards to make it bigger and bigger and better. Right now, I'm wearing my lashes, I'm wearing my foundation, I'm wearing my lipstick, I'm wearing everything that I use,
Wow.
So I personally, I made it and I'm dreaming of making it bigger. And not just that, I also have an academy. It's called FBM Academy. It's been there. People come to train on beauty crafts, makeup crafts, and all that. It's where we train anyone who wants to acquire a good skill. And presently, we are trying to empower people.
I love that.
Yes,
I
we're
love
trying to empower the single mothers and the widows. We just graduated about 40 of them.
Wow, that's amazing.
Last 2 weeks, and we have new set coming. Because
so, it's so interesting that it's not easy to find people that are willing to give back.
Which is what you're doing.
Yeah, which is what you're doing, and well, let's try our best to give back to you. So we're gonna give you something now.
What?
Don't worry, it's not a gift pack.
Oh,
it's food in the kitchen.
Oh, really?
We have to give back.
Okay. How it works.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it tastes good anyway. Because I don't eat bad food.
No, of course
Come
not.
with us.
Come this way. Let me help you with that. Okay. Let me help you with that.
Let me
Got
put
it.
this together.
Yeah,
here.
let's go.
Hey.
Just have a
this
seat
is
over
you.
here.
Hello.
Hi.
This looks good.
Good morning, me malicious. Yes, so welcome to the kitchen. And of course, this is Chef Ify. Yes,
Hi,
and
Chef
this
Ify.
morning she's made rice with meatball curry sauce.
Ooh.
Yes. So,
Curry
yeah.
sauce.
So while you're having a taste, let her tell us how she put this together quickly.
All right.
So, Chef
looks
Ify,
amazing.
over
And I've
to
not had my
you.
breakfast, so it's the right
Okay, so we just made a meatball curry sauce with basmati rice. We bought minced meat, garlic, ginger, onion,
good.
and then with egg, flour, mix everything together. Then that's how come about some.
That's good.
It's good, right?
You like it?
Thank you.
It looks amazing as well.
Yeah,
Well
thank
done,
you so
Chef Ify.
much, Ify.
Thanks, thank
Well
you.
Really
done, well
nice.
done, well done.
Can I finish?
Chef Ify?
Yeah, of course, it's yours. Go ahead.
Now, when this thing started, there were about 20 meatballs, and I just counted
When you
it.
count it with your eyes.
I can see only like 9 or 10 left. And then-
Believe me, Yomi,
and
I
then-
have
been
no
disappearing.
desire to take over from
I
them.
was eating for 2.
I know, right? Just right there. You need to.
But it's been really fun. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us today.
Yeah.
Thank you to all our guests today. It's been a very educational episode, I have
Yes,
to
it has.
say.
It has, especially with the health and wellness and all of that. Anyway, a big thank you to our friends over at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
Yes, we appreciate you. And we appreciate all of you for tuning in every single morning. We'll be back at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Wow, 6.
Yes, sir. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.